Another day, another Giz album. King Gizzard has officially announced their 26th album, Flight B741. Before their 25th album, The Silver Cord, released last year, I was speculating that it was going to be a Fishing for Fishies-esque album. And while it kind of had a few ties to Fishing for Fishies, I would say this, Flight B741, is the Fishing for Fishies sequel that we have been waiting for. Flight B741's lead single, Risque, dropped today, and I have been listening to it nonstop the last few hours. It is just so damn good, and like I said, definitely some fishy ties. The very beginning of the song specifically sounds just like this thing before Joey's vocals comes in, just like in this thing, but it's a lot more punchy and a lot more, not really intense, but there's just a lot more to it in my opinion. That does make sense, as Stu has said that with this album, they want to have it a lot more primal, a lot more from the gut, as he said, and I can definitely feel it with this song. And another really cool detail is we have Cavs doing vocals. I don't think that's ever happened before, and I'm super hyped. Maybe there'll be more Cavs vocal sections in the full album, but he really kicks ass in this song. Just a really kind of eerie, I don't know, he puts a really cool vibe on it with his voice, and it's kind of a really cool middle section of the song. And then, as mentioned earlier, Ambrose has a section near the end of the song. Very, very good stuff from Ambrose, as always. And then Stu, he takes the very last bit of it with his vocals as well. And then the very last few seconds already setting up for the next song in the album, which I believe is the title track. I'll have to double check that. But I just cannot wait to hear this full album, which releases exactly 1 month from today on August 9th. That's also about a week before I'm going to see King Gizzard in, I believe the first show is New York City, and then I'll be seeing them in Toronto and then Cleveland. So I hope I'll be able to hear at least one, new song from the album. I'm assuming they'll at least play Risque. Probably 1 or 2 songs from the new album. I cannot wait to hear them. And of course, I'll make like a concert review video giving my impressions of the music. I just have to say, I absolutely love the album cover, and I just love the vibes that this album is already giving me. Just the blue sky is really beautiful, and then you got like all the pigs on the wing, on their big plane, and it's just a really, really cool album cover. Definitely one of my favorites. I mean, I always say that when I see a new Jason Galea cover, but this one is amazing. I will say I'm a bit surprised there is no Boogie song on this track list. You think that with Fishing for Fishies having Plastic Boogie and Psy Boogie and Boogeyman Sam, I thought maybe that we would get a Boogie on this album, but to no avail, but maybe someday. Speaking of the track list, I feel like there's just a bunch of song titles that really caught my eye. The opening track, Mirage City, I can already tell is going to be just super, super cool. The second track in the album, Antarctica, I mean, it seems it's probably going to be a really cool song, pun intended. You got Hog Calling Contest, Sad Pilot, just a bunch of good stuff, and I cannot wait to hear the album. I already said that, but yeah, the hype is real with me for Flight B741. So what do you think of the new single? What do you think of the album that's going to be coming out? What are your predictions for it? I'm probably not going to listen to any more singles. I don't know. I'm definitely not going to get the album ahead of time like I did with the latest Pond album. So I don't know. We'll see. I might listen to any more singles that they drop, but I do like to kind of not spoil myself. I do like that the new one, Risque, is like the middle point of the album. I never like to listen to the opening track or the closing track of an album before it comes out. I just feel like those are just moments I'd like to wait for when the album drops. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.